Hello, everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Dr. Stone episodes 4, 5, and 6. Um, as of this recording, I've gotten up to episode 13 done. So, more than halfway done with season 1, and then we have 5 episodes of season 2. Sorry. Season 2 has 5 episodes at the moment for English. Anyway, this episode where they end up making gunpowder, and yeah, by doing so, they end up causing a smoke signal, which ends up getting another smoke signal. So somebody is definitely out there, and it's not. How'd they say it? Tsukasa? Because he's in the opposite direction. So it proves that somebody else is still out there. Somebody else is alive. So they try and beef up the smoke signal so that way they can maybe get the attention of the person who made it. However, this is a double-edged sword because not only does it get the attention of the person they're trying to get the attention of, it's actually drawing in attention from Tsukasa. So he ends up finding. Dang it, how do you say her name? It's a weird sounding name, is all I gotta say. Yuzuriha? I'm probably gonna end up saying it wrong at some point. But Tsukasa ends up capturing her and using her as a hostage to try and get Senku to tell him about the revival fluid. And essentially get him to say, he wants him to give up on science and he will let him live, essentially. Because now that he's got the revival fluid, he can't let him live because Senku's just going to continue doing what he wants to do and try and bring everybody back and bring everybody back to a technological age. And I don't get why he doesn't just work with Senku and I don't know, use the rich people that they find and revive as servants or something, because there's no money in this world, essentially. The only thing anything of value is anything they end up making, and yeah, Senku's not going to be swayed by pretty words from the business people, so that's going to be taking away any power that they had. So I don't know why he's just so against, the rich people coming back. I can understand, like the murderers, the rapists, stuff like that. I can understand not wanting to bring those people back. I can completely understand that. But it goes back to what I was saying. Who are they to play God? If they do end up bringing back somebody like that, they could always just sentence them to death. Based on what they did. Or, I don't know, I guess they would come to that bridge when they crossed it. But yeah, this whole thing is just a battle of ideals, I guess. But yeah, she actually tells Senku, don't give him the revival fluid because she is okay if he tries to kill her because, well, she doesn't want them to give up everything for her. Well, that's exactly what he does. He gives him tells him how to make the revival fluid. Oh boy. And because of this, now he goes in to kill him. And Taiju thankfully figures out what's going on and heads there, but I don't know if he's going to get there in time. But yeah, this is, I think, at the point where Tsukasa says that he wants him to give up science so that way he doesn't have to kill him because he essentially thinks that they could have been friends at one point. Back in modern times, if they had met back then, they could have been friends. So he essentially does have a lot of respect for him. And that much, anyway. And so he offers to give him a painless death, and that's actually how the episode ends, is with that happening. At first, when I heard that, I was like, they ain't gonna kill off Senku this early on in the show. Because he's the only one who could even make any of the stuff that he is the only one who has any chance of making some of the more technologically advanced stuff. Because I highly doubt he's going to be able to come up with a computer, for example. He ain't going to be able to come up with that anytime soon. But they're making their way there as of my last recording. Anyway, yeah, when I was watching it, I would figure that somebody else would have jumped in and stopped him, like the person who did the smoke signal would have jumped in and stopped it, or he would have missed, or Senku would have done something. I didn't expect them to actually kill off the main character this early on. Next episode, he kind of did. He did kill off Senku. But I knew it wasn't going to probably last. But Taiju gets there sadly too late. And those two end up using the gunpowder to create a spark and kind of, I guess, make their getaway, essentially. And he just decides, I'm going to go with the revival. He just goes back to where the revival fluid is at. That's where he goes. And shoot. That was how the first episode ended. The second episode, I think, ended with them trying to bring him back. And they actually ended up bringing him back because he had been doing this with his neck, and he actually brought attention to the fact that there is a piece of the petrification on the back of his neck, and they used the revival fluid on it because when they did that with Yuzuriha before on her foot, it apparently healed it. So they think that maybe if they did that, it would heal the injury to his neck. And it does. However, he's still out of it. And that's actually how the episode ended. Next episode is showing how he got interested in science and how he grew up, learning everything he could, trying to get to space, stuff like that. No, that was... I think that was in... No, that was in the first... That was in episode 4, I'm sorry. No, this episode was... when he woke up. And, trying to make fashion weapons out of rocks and stuff like that. And I find it hilarious that the monkeys who were watching him called him a shiny monkey. And every time he did something, like he got a weapon or something, it said shiny monkey acquired whatever. And I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, he figured out how to do the whole revival fluid thing. And actually ended up... Taiju was buried next to him when he woke up instead of being in the cave. So he put him in the cave. And yeah, at this point, Senku wakes up. Now alive again. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting show. But they do actually... I don't know if it was this second episode, the 5th episode, or 6th episode, but Tsukasa ends up running into an enemy that had apparently seen the whole thing. She just was attacks him out of nowhere, and I was like, why the heck is she attacking him for no reason? And it turns out she had seen the whole thing, where he had taken her hostage and all that. She had seen the whole thing, but yeah, she didn't step in. I realize that now. Why did she not step in if she had seen the whole thing go down? She could have easily stopped him from killing him. I don't know. But, I think that was episode 6 where that happened. because uh, episode 6 was him waking up and then him telling them that they have to go and join Tsukasa's cause to try and make him think that he is actually dead, because why else? Because they ain't going to be able to do anything really too much on their own. And essentially he's trying to get them to get their information, I think. As well. I don't remember exactly the reason, but that's what they had to do, and that's what they're going to do, so they part ways for the time being. And I think this is when he runs into Kohaku, the girl. He helped her out because she had gotten Tsukasa knocked a tree on her. And with the pulley system, he was able to pull it off her. So I think that's how the episode ended. I am not quite sure. If I am wrong, I apologize. Anyway, but yeah, this is a good show so far. I like it. Anyway, I will see everybody next time.